Right, well, hi everybody and welcome back to LUNDY'S Wild Camp Stroke Bushcraft. And as you can see, me and Rooney are back at camp. Alright, so there he is on his lovely bed over there. That's where he's going to be dossing tonight. So as you've seen on the previous video, or it might be at the beginning of this video, I came up the other day and I just made that little bit of a windbreak stroke hedge. Basically all it is bits of rotten trees that I found lying around. I've just piled them all on top of each other, cut loads of bits off the trees that have been fallen over in the storms, and just laid it all on top of each other to make a nice windbreak, and it also hides the camp from up the top a little bit. So there you go, and you see, and then because I've laid them all going long ways, it just looks like a fallen tree from a distance, and it hides the camp a little bit. So what I'm planning to do now is the same, but do it on this part here. So as you can see, this is all I'm doing. It's just all the bits of wood that's lying around rotten. I'm not cutting any trees down to make any of it. Alright, there's absolutely tons of it lying around. As you can see, just in the front there's bits of rotten trees on the ground. I'll just cut them off, drag them over, pile it up so it gets about just over knee height, and then just go and cut loads of limbs off the trees that have been blown over in the winds, and do exactly the same as that. Oh, all I've got to do now is get set up. Right, well that's me just about set up now. I've been tinkering on with me net on the inside, because the last time I was here it just felt as if it was just flopping on my face and everything. So obviously the way I've set it up is I've got a ridge line going across the top. Alright, and then I've just got a couple of prusik knots just to keep it pulled tight, with a couple of toggles in on either side. Yeah, and then what I've done is the corners, I've added a bit of cordage, but then to make it taut enough on my posts pins, I've just wrapped it around there and then tied it off with a bit of cordage on both corners there, and then done exactly the same up here, so it keeps it nice and taut. As you can see, there's a little bit of misshape in there because the pegs are at different spots, but that's neither here or there. It's only going to be for sleeping in and keeping the mozzies off us when I'm asleep. And as you can see, I've got my chair all set up in there as well, but I'm just leaving it in there for now. What I'm thinking is I've got some nice chunky bits of wood over here left from the cut-offs when I was doing Rooney's last time, so I'm going to cut some bits off this, make a bit of a platform with them, and then I'm going to try and use some of my bits of wood I've got here to build my chair. I'm going to build a chair here and try and put like a bit of a backrest on it as well, and then I'll just use that for sitting on as well, and that'll be it like. But if it's comfy enough with my chair with just my silver mat on, I'll just do that. 6 and 2 threes really. So Rooney's setting his up now. He's just been plodding on, doing a couple of jobs. Obviously we've got his tarp up here. His area under here looks massive, so obviously he wanted a bit of space behind his bed so he can put his beam coming down from his chair, so it keeps him nice and comfy. And also what he's been doing is he's had his little auger out and he's been drilling some holes and then putting some pins in just to stop these posts. So he's got them on both ends, and then he's just up the top end there trimming off a little post, and that's when he takes his chair out, that'll just slot in here on the night time, because obviously he's going to be sleeping on this for the first time tonight. And yeah, hopefully everything should be hunky-dory for him. Oh, we've got a little bit of a wind coming, westerly wind. It feels like it's coming this way like, so he might have a bit of a draft coming through here. I'll see what we can do for that later on. Probably hire a quick makeshift wall or something up here if we've got time. If not, if we've got a tarp, we'll just put a tarp up or something. But yeah, other than that, happy days like. It's just a case of now getting organised. Oh, I've got my light on. Just a case of getting myself organised really. It's 2:30 already. Time's just flying by like. And anyway, we got given a little gift off Dave sorry, Davey, the Cheviot Yeti. He says, can you put this at your camp? Oh, he's rotting it now. Cheviot Yeti was here. I'm going to see if I can get some of that glow tape, put some glow tape in its eyes, like, and I think that'd be quite strange on a night time. Oh, he did give us a nail, but I've misplaced it. I was going to nail it to one of the branches on the tree or something. But anyway, I'm doing some waffling like on her. I'm going to get some. Right, hi everybody. It's 4:15. Me and Rooney are starving. Like, to be honest, we went all day without any food, which I think is a mistake, because I'm just not in the mood. I've lost my mojo. Like, I've struggled making chairs and everything. I've just absolutely give up. I went in a little bit of a hissy fit with myself, to be quite honest. Like, so I'm kind of pissed off, pardon the expression, but I am, like. So anyway, we're going to get some food on. We're going to have some egg, sausage, tatties, beans, and some wraps. We've got a curry for later on as well, like. So we'll probably have that in another couple of hours.
Just to keep it going.
Really says when I turn to the side, you cannot see us now, like, because I've lost that much weight today. But anyway, I've got a little bit of wood here. I haven't prepped any wood properly apart from what we've had for ages. So I'm just going to get the fire going, and Rooney's going to cook some scran, and I'll just try and keep the fire going as best I can, like. So I'm just going to easy lighter, one of them, blah blah blah. There we're gone.
Do you want to put this one
Eh?
here? Put this one here.
Aye, 2 seconds, mate. There, I'm gonna get some wood on the fire first. And this, all these sticks have been underneath my shelter since the last time I was here, which was like 2 weeks ago. Obviously, I've been away with the wife and that, so hence you wouldn't have seen a video last week on my channel. We'll get this fire going. It doesn't have to be a huge fire, like. Maybe put more sticks on. The grill's just at the back, isn't it?
I'll use that one.
Aye.
I'll get it in a second.
I'll sort that out.
Just
right, so we've got the fire going in anyway. And then what's happening is we're going to cook the big pan on there, which has got all the stuff in. That Rooney's put the tatties and the beans and all that in. And then on the main stove, on the gas stove, he's going to be frying with eggs and that, just so it all gets done and out of the way. So I'm just going to put this on. Oh, right. Nearly there. Just got to go and slide that in between the tops of them. Like that. It's best to keep them closed, Rooney. Push it open, that's it on there, and just push it tight.
Give me that card, push.
Aye. Not need me gas in that.
No, I've got this one.
Not got the gas stand.
No, I'll use the frying pan.
Right, so that's the fire sort of going in a way. Obviously excuse the cans and that thing on the floor, because we're going to use them for something, which is we'll see later. But aye, oh, the fire's gone already, so I didn't attend to that for a second. Yeah, it's just been one of them afternoons, like I just can't get in me building mind, so I'm just going to give up, like, because when I'm not in the mojo, that's it, I'll just hire a hissy fit with myself, and I'll just start cracking cans of beer open and
very
drink.
hormonal at the minute is our Jimothy.
I'm very hormonal, because he hasn't fed us the day. And
that's what it is.
And
right?
I forgot me porridge.
And this little word that he used, that we are both starving. I'm actually not. I'm living off the contour lines on my mountain that I've got down here. Right? So what it is, I've got Mount Sumus down here.
You seen his t-shirt, isn't it gay?
Yes, contour lines. I've got Mount Sumus down here. And then if you come up to here, Twin Peaks. Woo! Anyway,
he always puts a smile on my face when I'm feeling like a miserable twat.
Like
so,
no,
like I normally am, but
it's just a case of like.
Well, listen to him, shall we?
He hasn't eaten for more than like. He hasn't eaten for 4 hours.
No, I haven't ate since tea that I cooked with last night.
Well, that makes 2. What's wrong with that?
And I only had a bowl of cereal before I come out that day.
All right, okay.
Oh no, I didn't. I had some pasta and sardines up here.
This is called camping fasting, right? If you were out in the wilderness
Well,
doing a survival challenge,
which
right,
I'm going to be doing soon, I hope.
with like your knife and your axe or whatever, and maybe a poncho, right? You have to acquire the body to actually adapt to harsher conditions.
Yeah.
So just put it down to training, right? Training. And then you'll have positive thoughts on it. Anyway.
Yeah, I should listen to him more often, isn't he? Because he's a voice of
right,
reason and the man of wisdom, isn't he?
I've never eaten since last night.
I've never ate since about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock last night.
Right,
that is not in my mojo, that,
right,
like.
That's my first calories gone.
Oh, I'm going to crack a can opener now, you bugger.
Can I still a twir?
I think what I'll do is, once I get me energy, I'm going to make another one of them.
And please, in the comments, like, because I don't go looking for these things, I just drink what I enjoy, is I would like to know how many calories is one of these.
I'll tell you on the can.
Does it?
Yeah.
I can't even, I've got any glasses.
Right, now wait, I need to get this fire sorted because we need to get the food on. I need to get the grill on, so we're using the heat that we've got. So what we'll do is, we'll get some scran sorted out. I might bring it back and show you. It's just eggs, sausage, beans and potatoes, and then we're just going to whack it all into wraps, stuff them down my face, feel happy, content. I might even crack a can open because I've got a few cans up here as well.
You might even see something funny for a change.
I might have a bit of a sense of humour, I feel here at the minute, but I'm sure I'll be fine once I've got a bit of scran inside of us. Anyway, I'll stop waffling because I want to see the fire, like. I'll see you in a bit. Ciao for now. Right, well, we've got my food done. So you can see, got tatties, hot dogs and beans. All I'm going to do is I'm just going to make myself a bit of a wrap. Rooney's doing exactly the same, like. I'm going to put a couple of them in. Oh, and also I've got some boiled eggs as well. I'll put a couple of them in. A bit of tatty, cut it up. Good hearty food. Lovely. Jubbly. There we go. Food, glorious food, me belly feels so happy. Just washing it down with a can of Stella, get you even merrier. Hey, I should have went on the X Factor, me, shouldn't I? Anyway. Lovely. And there's Rooney sitting over there having his.
Cheers, me big ears.
So away it goes, big nose. And anyway, we're going to sit and eat this. We've got the hot water in the pan, steeping all the juices in that. Oh, and then we'll get that cleaned later. Do you know when we go on about how Rooney cooks all the food? Basically what he's done today is he's put the stuff in the pan. I've made the fire, right? And I've sat there and I've stirred it and stirred it and stirred it. He's boiled some eggs on his gas stove, sat there, right? He's put 3 boiled eggs on there, and then I've served it up. So guess what Rooney's doing? Sitting and eating. Nah.
While you were having a tizzy fit, I was busy making me bed.
Nah, that's all he does. It's all self, you know. It's all about himself. Not enough for the camp, just for him. But anyway, I'm going to eat this before it gets cold, and we end up arguing. Because he's a bit of a bitch, you know. No, I'm only kidding. Right, I'm going into waffle mode and I'm talking shite. So sorry for swearing there, but I'll catch you later because I'm really, really hungry. Bye bye. it. A little bit of a mouse hole there that we never knew about. So, and obviously me building all that, that'll make it a little play area for it. I'll just have to watch what I'm doing when I'm doing this one here. I think I'll make this one a little bit further in, and that'll stop interfering with where it's been gone in and out of there. So, anyway, we've had what's grand, and yeah, I feel happy now. Still have to wash the dishes, like, bloody selfish twat that he is. But anyway, it's now getting on. It's 10 to 6 at night. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to get a few bits of firewood prepped ready for tonight. Mostly thinner stuff really than anything else. It's a little bit of a chill in the air now. Wind's picked up a little tiny little bit as well. I've still got a load of stuff to sort out down on me, my area. Get it tidied up. Tidy all this up, get me stuff put away that I don't need. And then I'm thinking about doing a live feed, so if I can get a signal I'll do a live feed. Obviously if that's happened, if anybody's tuned in, you would have seen it, so thank you for tuning in. That's if it happens. And yeah, nothing much more to report. I've given up on building stuff today. I'll get me mojo back tomorrow and I'll do that. Sometimes it's good just to come out and just sit and chill, and I haven't done that for such a long time. I think the next time I come out camping, like, I'll definitely be doing something different altogether. Yeah, it was nice just to sit and chillax last night as well with Damien and Davey. Just something different, isn't it? But anyway, I'm not going to moan and I'm not going to waffle on too much because it's beer o'clock again and time to get tied up. So Rooney's still faffing on his chair and that, like, and I think he's going to start. Are you going to start setting up your bed area and all that now to make sure it's comfy?
Yep.
After all that work on your chair, you're then going to take it out and then put your bed up.
Nope.
Nope? Oh.
Well, I've got to try it.
Aye. Well, I hope it's comfy for you, mate, because if not, it's going to be a crap night, isn't it?
No, it's not actually. I've got plan B.
Oh, aye, you have, haven't you? He's up there for thinking, doing that with dancing, you know. He's a funny one.
For woggling, jobbling.
No, right, and anyway, he's just killed the moment. See you later, bye bye. Right, well, as you can see, we're just getting a bit of wood prep done. Some of it's got little bits of moss on, but the good thing is that's going to hire a little bit of smoke out and get rid of the mozzies, because the mozzies are out again. The midges. Modges are absolutely horrendous this weekend. Absolutely terrible. Never known anything like it. But we've got more than enough wood for tonight, and if I do a few jobs tomorrow, I'll probably end up collecting odds and sods of firewood for the next visit in any rate. But yeah, we had some mussels and cockles earlier on after our other feast, so we're a bit fat and stinky now. So, and Rooney decided to give them a good clean out, dry them out and that, and he's fashioned some candle holders. There's one prep for later on, and this is them here, look at. So he's tied a bit of cordage around, made a hangy out of it, and I think it's quite nice, mate. I've got one hanging up on that side of me shelter, and I've got one alight there. I've got a midgie candle on my table. So we've just got to use my my little DD magic carpet. We're going to put it over here for Rooney because the wind's coming in that way, and that'll be him all sorted. And he's got a canny little setup, like he takes his little chair backrest thing off, and then he's got this big bug net thing with a ground sheet and all his bedding and everything's in there ready to go. He just pulls her over, unzips it, dives in, and here presto, that's him sorted for the night. But it's his first night sleeping on a bushcraft bed. He's never done it before, so we'll see how comfy it is for him, and if it's not, then he can just revert back to doing his hammocking and that, can't you?
Yeah, we can use this for the corpses.
Aye.
You know what I mean? We can do a bit of dismemberment.
Yeah, well, we can do it just for sitting on and things and storing stuff and that. But I'm sure you'll enjoy sleeping on it. But anyway, I've got like all my little bits of firewood prepped. I was having a little play around before with me ferro rod and striker on bits of charcoal, but it just wasn't taken at all, like. So I might just have to do me normal cheaty type fire starting. Oh, that's dark on that, isn't it? Let's put this top light on. It looks dark on the screen. It might not be on the actual video like as it normally isn't. But anyway, I've got myself a Jack Daniels and Coke because it's thirsty work, you know. Cheers, everybody.
And you were going to thank somebody for...
Oh, I already have, but I'll thank them again.
Oh.
Cheers. And then, obviously, young Jordan, Rooney's son. This is the second. I've got 2 more here, so I did thank you last night, mate, but thank you again. And anyway, it's really, really appreciated. Very, very kind of you, mate. You know. So, if anybody else would like to buy a Jack Daniels and Coke for myself, or a can of Stella Artois for Rooney, there's a link in the description. I don't want a coffee, I'll just have one of these. These are actually, it's the first time I've really drank these, and I really enjoyed them last night, like, really, really nice. So, happy days, like. But anyway, right, well, hi everybody. I think you can see me on the camera, I'm sure. And anyway, it's 20 to 9 at night, so we're going to get the fire going. I've got a bit of straw here, just as a bit of backup to go on top of this. I've got loads of bits of dried moss, so I'm going to give this a go with a spark, see if we can get a fire going with that. I've been trying to get the charcoal going, but it's not taking a spark at all, like. So anyway, let's see if we can get a fire going using this, because it does burn. There we go. Let's get that on. Put a bit of that on and smother it. Nearly. And then put a bit of that on. Hopefully I didn't smother it, like. Come on. Come through. I'll lift the sticks up a bit just to get a bit of air in. Fingers crossed it all catches. There we go. Something different in it. I'm going to be doing a live feed soon. Hope that works. It'll be the first time I've ever done a live feed out in the woods. So I've just been setting that up all ready to press go live. So hopefully people will be around to watch it. And if you're one of them that's watching me live feed, obviously this video will be in about 2 weeks time, like, so. Right, I think we've got it. Can get some little skinny bits on. And that's it. Got the fire going. Happy days. You getting smoke there, right? Were you, Rooney?
It was.
Aye, I think we need to get another barrier up on that side, don't we? And I think that will make the smoke just go straight up from then. But yeah, that's the fire going. Happy days. I did have one of these here ready as backup, but I can just sling that back over there. We don't need it. Pick this up. I think this has seen better days, that ferro rod and all, like. I'll just put that over there for now. I'll get it sorted later. And then I'm going to get set ready for me live feed. Get a nice fire going. See the stuff with the moss on gangs up, need bother. Happy days. I like these long days. It's like I say, it's nearly 10 to 9 and it's still nice and light. Hopefully the mozzies will bugger off now. We've got a canny bit of smoke going inside the camp. Oh, that's happy days. I've got my nice little fluorescent lights on underneath my shelter. Gives a little bit of ambience. And my little candles, look at. I'll tell you what, like, actually, let's do a little pan of the actual camp area. Yeah. And then we've got a big gap where it'll not be a big gap tomorrow if I get my way. So there's a nice wall there again, like this one here. And if I've got more than enough time, I think I need to build a wood shelter. Rooney's shelter can wait. So I think you'd rather be here for it getting done, like. But aye, that's not bad, that, like. Right, anyway, I'm going to go and do a live feed. So I'll catch you in a bit. Alright, and I'll let you know how it went. Right, well, hi everybody. It's 11:30 at night. We've been doing a live feed. I only went on there to do a live feed for about half an hour and ended up there for 2.5 hours. It was a great support from all yous that joined with. Really appreciate it. It was a good live feed. I'm definitely going to be doing more of them in the future, like. But as you can see, we've still got the fire going. We haven't had any tea yet. I'm starving now, like. So I think I'm not sure. We've got a curry and that ready to eat. It needs to be ate, like. So are you hungry, mate?
I am.
You are. Right, we're going to get some food on the go. Right, so I've got the tea on for you. So we've got a lamb curry in there. I've got 3 different rices. We've got a pilau rice, a normal rice, and a golden vegetable rice in there as well. It's looking and smelling very good. So I'm just going to give it a quick stir, because obviously I don't want it burning on the bottom. Yeah. As you can see, everybody, aye, as I'll see how Rooney cooks us a lovely meal. Yeah, he preps a lovely meal. This is me cooking it, look. Well, I'm heating it up, like, I'm not cooking it. But aye, it smells lush, like. It smells really nice. I can't wait to get stuck into it. It's a late tea, like. And aye, but like I said, we've been enjoying ourselves, talking to some amazing people. Some on the live feed. And it's been absolutely tremendous. I've really enjoyed myself tonight. Something different, and I think that's something I'll be doing a lot more of with the live feeding, like. Live feed, I mean. I think Rooney's fan of kip, like.
Yeah, I'm tired of it.
Ah, you are, like. I'm just trying to get that handle so it stays up. I've got to put that there. This head torch, I'm going to talk about these head torches in a minute. Absolutely spotty dog they are. That is so powerful. That's like just a strip of lighting on my head. Unbelievable. But I'll talk about them a bit later, because I need to talk about them, like. I might do a separate video on tonight. But anyway, I'm going to get the food sorted. Season a bit. Right, hi everybody. I forgot to mention something about some torches that have been sent. So obviously you can see I've got this one here. It's like a band that goes around your head. Alright, and it's got a light on here, and it's got like a bit of a flash torch on here. Now it's going to be bright on the camera. Alright, if I can find the button. There you go. That's like the other bit. And then that's the side torch there. They're really bright. They're brilliant. It's been lasting me for 2 days solid. Alright, they're fantastic torches, and I really like it. Like, it feels comfortable on your head as well. Then you got this other one here. It's very powerful as well. All right, it does white lights, there's red lights. All right, they're cheap. They're very budget torches, to be quite honest. I think they only retail at, like, let's turn this one off. I think they retail between 20 and 30 quid. But I tell you what, they're nice. It's light, it's compact. It's got a little thing on there so you can clip it so it points down at the ground and things. Move it back and forwards. This one's got a nice sturdy strap, nice comfortable strap on it. This one's ideal for, like, on your bikes. This light here, this strip light, is absolutely fantastic. Like, I've used it for videoing and everything. It's just unbelievable. Like, yeah. So in any rate, there'll be a link in the description, and I'll put the name up of the company on the screen because I just can't remember. I'm in the middle of the woods, and I just thought I'd give it a quick mention. Obviously, excuse the snoring behind it. It is 1:15 in the morning. I'm still up, like, because I'm on night shift mode, even though I haven't been to work for like 9 days or something. But yeah, two brilliant torches. Been using them for out and about in the woods the night after my live stream, and I've used them at home. I used them when I was away camping with the wife. That one floats my boat a lot more than this one. Like I say, I'll put a link in for this one, a link in for that one, and a link into the page where you can get them from. I'm not sure if there's any discount codes or anything. If there is, I'll put it up on the screen. And put 20 odd pound, I think £19 and £20 or something stupid like that. 20 odd pound. Yeah. So to the people that sent us them, thank you very much. Appreciate them. And yeah, check these out. If you want a cheap torch, ideal. Nice, light, compact. USB connections to charge them up as well. Like I said, this one has the big strip on here which lights up like no tomorrow, and it's got a little torch in here which is like a spotlight. What more can you ask for 20 odd pound? I've had some crap sent to us in the time, and this isn't crap. It's budget. Very low budget gear, but bright as out. Like, anyway, I'm going to finish my Jack Daniels off, and I'm going to jump my scratcher because I'm bloody tired. I'll catch you all later. And thank you for watching my live stream, everyone. Thank you. Right, well, good morning. It's 28. Been up a few hours myself. Like, I've been up since about 5:30. Just sitting, chilling, having a cup of tea. Didn't get much kip last night. Didn't get about 1:30. So I've had about 4 hours kip. Had to wake Rooney up with a nice cup of hot water, like, so he could put his coffee in. So he's packed up just about now. So hence why I've got the camera on, and he's just getting ready to do one, like. So he's got to be home early and take his son away. His son's going away doing an adventure training weekend thing somewhere with a school and that, I think. Yeah. So needs must and all that. Rooney has to shoot off home. I'm going to be staying here the rest of the day. I'm just busy sort of like packing all unessential kit, and then get tied up a bit of camp, and then I'm going to start building another hedge and possibly something else as well. I'm not going to bother with Rooney's shelter because he hasn't decided exactly the way he wants it laid out, like. So the only thing we really need to do is his side wall there, but I'll see when I can get that done. So we had a good night last night, didn't we, mate?
We did.
We've done a live feed. Obviously, if anybody is well into my channel, then you would have watched it. It was funny as out. It lasted a lot longer. Right. Catch you later, mate. Watch what you're doing, Rooney. Watch it. Beast.
Make sure you got them.
You've got MI because you didn't even run back.
These keys are these keys. There's my keys and these keys. Right.
Right. Watch what you're doing, mate. Safe journey. See you later, mate. Right. So that's Rooney off skis, and yeah. So basically, get myself sorted out. I need to get some personal admin done as well, like get me teeth brushed, have a wash and things. I think I might change my socks as well, and obviously tidy up the camp like. Oh yeah, had a couple of sherbets more than what I normally have last night, like, but it was a very enjoyable night. I'm not going to waffle on too much, excuse me. Oh, pardon me. Oh, that was like a heartburn burp, that. We had a very late curry last night as well. I think it was about 12 o'clock by the time we got our food. So, and anyway, I'm going to finish packing up all my kit. Not that I've got much kit left to pack up, like, just odds and sods, just sort me webbing out. And get all this crap tidy up down there. And that's about it, really. So, I'll see you in a bit when I'm nice and fresh and sorted and start doing some graft. Yep, graft. Well, as you've seen before, Rooney's are gone. So I'm just being busy tidying up camp and everything. So I'm just about squared away on Rooney's area. I've got a frying pan and that out there for later on. I'm going to make some butties, bacon butties I've got in that green bag there still from yesterday. And then obviously you got my little area here. Just kept out the kit that I need. I've got me rubbish there in a plastic bag. So everything that I can't burn gets put in there. And then I put it in another carrier bag and I carry all that out. So, and I've just got my tools and my cordage and everything I need for today. And my gloves and my seating mat. So that's it really. So my plan for the day, I think what I need to do is some more stuff like that around the back of Rooney's shelter and at the sides of my shelter, and hopefully get this one done as well. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring you along and show you where I source all my materials from, okay, and then we might do a little bit on camera. I'll probably go back to my old style of doing a bit, showing you. I might do some time lapses and things as well. We'll see how it goes. Time now is 9 o'clock in the morning. Obviously I'll be stopping to have something to eat because I haven't had anything to eat yet. I'm still full of me curry last night, to be quite honest. So I'll probably stop and have something to eat about 1 o'clock. Some bacon sandwiches. So we'll see how much we can get done without me going on my phone and mucking around. Alright, obviously I'll be stopping for water, drinks on the way. I'm not going to bother a cup of tea until later on. And yeah, let's get going. So what I'll do is, let's get my gloves. And I'll find my saw, because that's what we're going to need first. We don't need an axe or a knife or anything, so I'll just leave that. And let's head off and try and find somewhere where I'm going to get stuff. So basically, to make all the start of the barriers, all I do is I come over to places like this, alright, where the trees have come down, and I just cut off all the bits. Obviously we've got a bit of a leaner there, like, so just need to watch that. Alright, and then we've got stuff like this. Alright, I just pick up all the chunks, things like this that's rotten, just snap that down. And let's just put me stand on extension. So basically, things like that, all I do is, it should just come off. It should just come down naturally, that like. I see we've got a little bit of a tree leaning on this side as well, so I just need to lift that up. Push that over onto that side there. What I'll do is I'll come back and get all them little bits, and we've got this big dead standing big yard. It's absolutely rotten, to be honest, and yeah, and I just snap things off like that, carry them over, and that's it basically, and build up the barrier wall. And then once I've done, I'll come back and get them later on off camera, and then what I do is I'll just bring you over here with me. So I'll show you a tree where I've already been delimiting it. And then what I do is I come over to trees like this and I just delimit. But what I'm doing is I'm delimiting it on the inner side of what area, not the outer side, because I don't want people walking in that little area down there and then seeing loads of limbs off a tree, and they'll think, "Hey, who's been cutting our limb off?" and they'll come investigating. So that's what I'm trying to find, trees like that. Alright, but as you can see in this woods, got loads of down trees up the top there. Look at all these dead standing trees here, man. Absolutely tons of them everywhere. And they're going to come down regardless. So 9 out of 10 will probably end up coming down anyway. Some of these nice thin ones to build stuff that's not going to grow any bigger. Alright, we've got a few dodgy trees over here, like bits and pieces and that hanging in trees. So obviously, yeah, I need to be watching what I'm doing, and yeah. So basically, that's how I source my materials in this part of the woods. And then I go over to the other side over there, where there's absolutely tons of brilliant bits of wood as well. So as you can see, I've done it with that there. I think I've just talked about that one before. That's part of the barrier that I done earlier yesterday. Was it yesterday? Sorry, Friday. Cut that down with that. So anyway, I'm going to stop waffling. I'm going to get some graft done. I'll see you in a bit. Alright? Happy days. Let's get cracking. Right, well, within half an hour, I've got most of that barrier done. As you can see there, still got bits and pieces to put on the front end, and then just build up on the top a little bit. Basically, this is two big tops, the tops of 2 trees that's come down. So I've just cut them off at the edges of the tree, and then I've just cut loads of branches right over the far side there. So it was a case of cutting them and then dragging them all the way through, like. And what I've done is I've just started putting some around the bottom of my shelter there, and then I've just done the back of Rooney's shelter as well. So because that's the features that stands out. It's the actual walls that are standing out, like. They'll blend in a lot more in the background with all these bits of foliage on. Obviously the top might stand out a bit, like, but it's camo, so it's not too bad. It's got a little bit of a shine, like. But once Rooney decides what he wants to do with his roof, we'll be get that done properly and then get it covered over like mine, so it looks a bit more natural, like. But yeah, that's it coming on there now. Obviously we've still got this big gap here as well, so I don't know if I'm going to have time to build a wall there, like. We'll see, but if not, I'll just put loads of bushes in this corner just to hide it a bit. But I've got a couple of big fallen trees further up there, about 100 metres or so away, and then there's some more over the top end there as well. So it's just a case of getting them cut and dragging them down. That's the hardest task of all, like, dragging them through the woods, because they're getting caught on bits and pieces on the floor and trees and everything. So I think it's just pointless showing you me dragging the stuff over and laying it on. I'd rather just do it the way I'm doing it, to be quite honest. And yeah, so I'm going to get myself a drink and that, and then crack on, try and get as much done as possible. So I'm not doing too bad, like, it's only 9:30, so I would like to try and build some sort of a wood storage as well to keep all the wood dry. Well, I just thought I'd take myself a 5-minute water break and rest. I'll just show you some clips on while I'm talking. So I've been busy trying to organise the perimeter of the camp. As you can see by the footage, it's starting to take shape now. Obviously, what I've got to walk about a couple of 100 metres sometimes to find the trees, cut off all the limbs off them and things where the trees have obviously come down in the storms and things. And then obviously it's a case of dragging it all the way through the forest. Obviously the floor is a bit dodgy, like, but yeah, it's manageable. It's tiring, and yeah, it's getting there. It's now 10:15 in the morning, so I'm going to stop now, have something to drink, and then I'm going to start thinking about getting a bacon sarnie on the go. And then I've just got to go and get a few more bits and pieces and finish it off, just around one of the sides of my shelter, and then at the other entrance to where, on the other side of my shelter where Rooney's shelter joins, there's a gap there as well. So we'll see how I get on with Right, well, as you've seen, I've had a bacon butty and things, and since then I've just been plodding on, just trying to come up the camp a little bit more. Obviously I've just hired little bits and pieces over that side there. We'll just have a walk around the perimeter. As you can see, what I've done is I've tied up all this area with all bits of cut-offs, and I've put them inside of our little barrier now. So we've got this wall here now. It still needs a little bit of work on it. I found this bit of tree here. It's as you can see on this side here, it was all ripped off from the top of a tree during the storms. So I've just cut it into 3 bits. I put a bit here just to block it off a little bit, not too much. A couple of bits across the sides of there just to finger it a bit. There's a bit come off here, like. Well, I tell you what, them little needles on there, my bad. Just put that there to cover them little white bits there, look. And then we'll walk around. Obviously I've already had that done. And then the bits that I cut off, the big bit that come off a tree that was right the way down the bottom, I've just cut that up and just hide it in that gap there, just to block it off. And then obviously you got all the way around the back of Rooney shelter. Obviously the top stands out in my light as well, like. Well, it doesn't really, but it could have been better, but it's all right. And then that's the inside of the camp there. What I've done is I've got a big massive bit of black builder's tarp. I've just put loads of cut-offs of wood underneath that. I haven't got time to build a wood shelter. Might have to be another project. Obviously it looks messy. Alright, it just looks like a pile of branches, to be honest. But underneath there's loads of nice firewood and a couple of bits of nice thin bits to get the fire started. I'm just busy packing up all my stuff. Got a bag of rubbish down there I need to put into my carrier bag and then put into my Bergen. And that's it really. These 2 bits of wood are what I used on the fire to... I just heard something there. I'm not sure it was a deer barking or someone shouting. I'm getting attacked by a fly or something. Fuck off. I just heard someone shout, I'm positive. Anyway, I'll just talk quieter. So I'm getting packed now, and I'm not going to do any more recording or anything anymore. I'm just going to pack up and go. I was in a little area on the way back that I want to check out for a possible solo camp. Doing something different for a change. So I don't know when that'll happen, like, but yeah. So what I'd like to say is thank you very much everybody for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I try and keep it as real as possible when I'm out camping. I'm not one of these people that comes out and be all serious all the time, and it's just cutting wood and fixing wood and hammering wood and building stuff, and that. I like to talk as well as do working as well. But yeah. The bloody crow or something above us. That's what I could hear. And anyway, right, I'm going to sign off for now. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, like, comment and subscribe. It does help the channel. Alright, and don't forget, give us that thumbs up as well. Yeah. See you on the next one. Take it easy.